I want to make sure that this works. Okay, should be good. Let me get this ready. All right, what's good, guys? Just kind of gonna do an interview with one of my actually first students that has been in the mentorship, and I'm kind of just gonna talk to him about like his progress, how he's basically been able to fast track from joining the mentorship, and getting his first ever payout, in like a week or two after joining. So I guess you can introduce yourself to everyone and kind of give yourself like a minute or two background on like your trading journey before coming into the mentorship.
Yeah, no, sure thing. So my name's Wes. I've been trading since August 1st. August 1st was the first time I ever took a trade on anything. I was doing just regular buying and selling shares on Robinhood. Um, that then turned into like options trading on Webull, and both kind of weren't working out for me because I was trying to do like uh, day trading strategies on things you shouldn't be day trading. So that wasn't working out, and yeah, I barely had any capital. And so once I heard about futures, I was like, oh, okay, you get a practice account that you could potentially make money off of, and I wanted to build capital with that, so I kind of shifted my path over to that. And yeah, October 6th is when I started trading futures, and yeah, that was the first day I opened my first 50K on Top Step. I got my first $500 winning trade, and I was like, yeah, I think this is what I want to do. It paired with getting in and out of the market quick like I wanted, and it worked out. So since then I've been trading futures, and then I found Nick's live one day trading futures recently, and since then I've been vibing trading futures, trying to build capital so I can make this my job. I want to
Yeah,
make this my job
for sure.
ultimately.
That's awesome, man. Well, yeah, I'm glad that I'm like able to like be a part of like your journey. Like the one thing that like with me that I like love doing it is like obviously first of all like just the experience that I'm able to build and get with you guys, like the relationship part of things, like, and I told everyone when you guys join the mentorship, like it's like it's a family, you know, like everyone in here is a family. Like we're all just trying to help each other get to one point, and that's becoming profitable, becoming financially free, all the above when it comes to trading. So that was like one of easily the biggest things that I like to back. Because I always check in on everyone. I always make sure everyone's straight. Like that's like the most important thing when it comes to the mentorship, without a doubt. And number two, obviously, like I would say, I guess you can probably agree with me, but like I'm probably one of the cheapest, if not the cheapest people on any social media platform for like the information and the stuff that you're getting,
No, yeah,
for everything. But yeah, man, like I just kind of wanted to bring you on here, and I just wanted you kind of just tell your experience so far, because you've been in here for almost a month, and you got what'd you get your first payout after 2 weeks of being in the mentorship or something like that? Um,
yeah, honestly, I wouldn't even say 2 weeks. Like I think a little over halfway done with my combine. I found your
okay.
live. I liked what you did. Believe it or not, the first night that I found you, I copy traded you, and I maxed out on the night. Like I took your trade, I maxed out on the night. I was like, oh, I like this guy.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I hope that answered
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah,
question.
yeah,
Got
for
a little
sure.
off topic there.
Yeah, I kind of just wanted to like, I guess have you like explain so far like your experience, because like I said, Wesley got his first payoff after being in it for like a week and a half or something like that. I'm gonna have Lou on here
Yeah.
pretty soon. He just quit his job last Friday. He's getting consistent 10K months, which is just insane. After coming into the mentorship, so yeah, I mean we have over 80 students in the community now with all the mentees, and yeah, I guess I'm kind of just gonna give this stage to you, and I just want you to kind of like just chop it up with everyone watching and kind of just explain your experience, what's inside the mentorship and everything, and like what you've been getting out of it, and like what you see your future being like. So
Yeah, sure thing. So first things first, I'm gonna start with the community because I feel like the community is big in the trading industry. There's a lot of toxic communities and a lot of toxic people in this industry, and being in this community, being around people who only want to see you win and do not judge, right? Because this is a no judgment zone. That's real big in this server. There's no judgment. You can share losses, you can share wins, you can share psychology, you can share anything, and you won't get judged. So that's number one thing for me, being comfortable in the environment you're in. That I think that alone helps you trade better. Um, So as far as the community, it's a solid community. We all help each other. We're in here almost every day, practicing, watching Nick's videos, understanding the material more. Right. So as far as the community, 10 out of 10, definitely would recommend for real. It is a beautiful community. We all help each other out. Um, I before uh before coming into this Discord, the number one thing that I struggled with was my entries. Um, I I was pretty solid with a couple ICT concepts. I got a little comfortable with them, but the number one thing that I couldn't execute on, deliver on, was my entries. So being in here and learning the way someone else who's profitable sees the market helped a lot, right? The videos that I watch, there's different topics on specific things. I guess examples I could say is like fair value gaps, liquidity. Those are very important things. So watching those videos buffined up my entries. Another thing that I also got buffined up while I was in the server was my psychology. Like I said, the community is the number one thing. We're all comfortable in here. Being around somebody comfortable automatically, I would say, is better. And when you pair that with um lost my train of thought there. Not gonna lie. So I guess the next thing I'll talk about is Nick himself. So Nick, we gotta understand that Nick is a college student, right? D2 basketball player. The fact that he can make enough time to mentor 80 plus students and still be active every day, I think says a lot. I think that says a tremendous amount. I mean, that's hard to juggle. You got to have precise time management. You have to have energy. You got to have the want to do it. And the fact that he still has the want to help us and the want to share this material with us, I think says a lot about the server and a lot about himself as well. So, overall, I mean, everything is great. There's so many things that I want to speak on that is just like thoughts running through my brain. It's like, I mean, everything, man. We want to touch up on psychology a little bit. I didn't truly understand what I didn't truly understand that what I was doing was gambling, right? What I learned here is if you trade without a bias, then you're basically gambling. And like, joining the server and all these different videos that I'm watching, all the different psychology, all the different material that I'm learning has put things in my head that I wasn't putting in my head before. And I don't think I would have been able to do that without joining a mentorship. Um, yeah, I mean, that's
Yeah.
is there
That's
anything
like
else that you would
that's a
like me
pretty
to touch
solid
on?
explanation. Yeah, I mean, just the main thing that I value is like just people's education and like being able to not like fast track progress, but fast track education. Because education equals money to me, and understanding the charts and kind of how to work it. Like my goal is to get you guys in and out of this mentorship as quickly as possible. Like if you're in here for over 4 months or 5 months or 6 months, like that's not like a good sign, right? Like I want to like continuously like get people in, teach them, get people out, like a continuous cycle, and just like spread the education around the community, because like I feel like trading is something that is very valuable, something that you can be very, very good at. And if you actually take the time to study and like lock in on the charts, then like it completely changes everything. But I guess like I'll ask you another question. So like, when this came to like the mentorship, what have been like your so far like your three biggest takeaways for being in here, and like stuff that you've learned, like on the charts, off the charts, psychology, like whatever it is, what would you say like your biggest three like takeaways or things that you've learned are?
All right, so obviously we'll start with number one is entries, because that was the purpose for joining here. I wanted to get better entries. Everything else came with a plus. So the first thing is definitely my entries. The second thing is actually understanding liquidity a lot more. I thought I knew so much about liquidity until I watched Nick's videos on liquidity, and I was like, oh, so I was reading that wrong. That would definitely be number two. And number three is psychology, as far as when you should be trading, why you should be trading, um, and where you should be like entering that trade. Those three things definitely matter. And being in here helped me touch up on those three main things that I needed help with. So those are definitely my three takeaways from here.
For sure. Cool. I guess one more like solid question that I have for you, because I would say you're like one of like the originals Um, I guess like say like right now like somebody's watching who hasn't been in the mentorship or even like knows who I am. Like what would you say to them?
It's scary putting money into something that you don't have a lot of faith in. You don't have a lot of trust in. So if there's one risk anyone in here is willing to take, I would say it would be joining this Discord. Like genuinely, that is unbiasedly like this Discord changed my life, bro. Like I wish you guys can see how many times I text Nick and tell him like, bro, I feel like we have a family here. Like we're really doing something. You're gonna blow up one day, bro. Like this Discord is solid. If there's a risk you're willing to take, this is the risk. If you want to learn, this is where you learn. It's cheap, it's useful, and Nick is our support. Nick has not turned nobody down in here. Nick has shown nothing but love for everybody and help. Honestly, like again, college student taking time to the side to help his students. That's you gotta respect it, man. I mean, come on. Who else is out here doing that? You feel me? So, um, for anybody that has any doubt of anything about any kind of mentorships, like go for it. Genuinely go for it. The worst you can do is not learn anything, and I don't think that's gonna happen. Not in this Discord. You're gonna leave with some kind of knowledge here, whether you have it here or not. Like we all talk in free chat too. Free chat, ask questions. We help free chat. Like we're guys, we help everybody. Like it's worth the risk. Honestly, it's worth the risk. This is something I would risk for. Honestly,
Cool. Well, yeah, I
truly.
appreciate you hopping on here again. I kind of want to just to get this out there on YouTube since you were one of basically my first students and you were one of the first, if not the first, to get a payout from the first cycle of students that I had. But yeah, again, I hope you guys this video was like somewhat educational to you guys, like introducing you guys to like the Discord and stuff, and like everything's gonna be linked in the description if you guys are wanting to join, free or not. I'm still here to help, whatever. So yeah, man. I mean, appreciate you, Mr. West, for hopping on here. Um, but yeah, that's all I have for the video. I will get my trade recap for tomorrow posted tomorrow night, so stay tuned. But I appreciate everyone for, I mean, just the growth that we've had in this past what 3 months. I mean, in 2 months I've grown insanely large amount. So I just appreciate every single one of you guys, and yeah, I'll see you guys at the top. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace. All right, dog. Appreciate it. Let me make sure this.